Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little book haul, and by little I mean not little at all. So, as some of you may know, I did do a book buying ban and I was successful in it, but I only did it for I think 2 months. However, while those 2 months went on, I still had books coming in because I had pre-ordered things. So this is all of my pre-orders, books that I've bought since my ban has been up. And I think that's it. Oh, and books that were like gifted to me because I do an exchange with one of my close friends every month. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it and let's see how big of a problem I actually have. So I actually was going to try to do these in like categories, but I have them stacked up next to me and I think you can kind of see one of the piles. And I just don't know if I want to go through and separate all of them. So this is just going to be kind of not spaced out at all. Or not categorized at all. I do know I have a problem. And this is the exact reason why I went on a book buying ban. You know, yet here we are. But let's take a moment to realize at least it's just books. Not too long ago, literally I think the day of... No. Oh my gosh. The day my book buying ban was up, I went to a adult book fair that was happening, and I did pick up 3 books from that. I picked up Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck, which I love this cover so much. And from the back of this, I was getting kind of practical magic meets like Charmed vibes from this. I don't think I'm going to read the backs just because there's so many books in the stack that I think this video would be like 40 minutes long, maybe an hour. Like, I have a problem. It's basically about this girl named Emerson, and she ends up finding out she has magic and that all of her friends are like witches and have magic of their own, and she's just kind of finding out about this world now, and basically now she's put in charge of kind of saving the town. But I did start this. I am on page 36 and I'm loving it so far. It definitely is like practical magic vibes. And then I picked up How to Kill Men and Get Away with It by Katie Brent, which I did talk about this I think in one of my past videos. I don't remember if it was just the previous one or 2 behind, but it is kind of a thriller murder mystery type thing. And basically this is about Kitty Collins, and basically one night a man starts to follow her around, and you know, being a woman and feeling so unprotected and having to make sure that everything around you is safe at all times kind of puts into play. So basically she kills a man because he is essentially following her and could do something, you know. And that's where her addiction starts, into killing men. This does look like a kind of like a shorter one. It's about a little over 300 pages. And I'm very excited to start this one. And the third book that I got from the adult book fair was Booked on a Feeling by J.C. Lee. So I bought this because, one, I'm a cover buyer and it was super cute. I really like the overview on the back about it. However, I did some further research into this, and I think this is the 2nd or 3rd book in a series. So really didn't do my research when I bought this at first, so that means I will have to buy 2 more books. But I'm going to try to hold off until I really want to read this, which the cover of this gives me like Valentine's Day vibes. So maybe I will hold off until February to read it. I say that as I have many books I have never read yet. So that was all I got from the book fair. Next I will talk about the Tessa Bailey signing I went to. So she did a signing for Wreck the Halls, and I did end up going to it, and then basically it was in conversation with Carrie Winfrey. I have read one book by Carrie Winfrey before, and it's Very Sincerely Yours. I rated that 4 stars and I loved it. So since I found out she was there, I went ahead and bought her Christmas book that she was signing, and it's Faking Christmas. So I did get this signed, and she was so sweet. Oh my gosh. She was such a sweetheart. Fake Dating, Christmas, that's all you need to know. And then I got Tessa Bailey's Christmas book, which was Wreck the Halls. This is also signed. And it has a little overlay. And I believe this is basically Opposites Attract. So I am very excited for these. I do plan to read both of these in December. I love Christmas. I love Christmas books. So very excited. Next up, I bought the whole entire Madison Kate series by Tate James. And so I have a reason why I went ahead and bought literally the whole series. These covers are basically being canceled. So I believe Bloom is the publisher that picked her up, and they're redoing all the covers. So these are all being discontinued. And I love these covers, and I've had them on my wish list for forever. So I just went ahead and bought them. I had the motivation then. So we have, and this order may be completely wrong, so I apologize if it is, but we have Vault, Hate, Liar, Fake, and Kate. I realize they do have the numbers on them besides Vault, which I think is actually the end because it's a novella. I don't know when I'm going to read that series, but I am glad to have those covers. I think I saw a glimpse of the ones that Bloom was doing for them, and I wasn't that big of a fan. So I definitely wanted to scoop these up before I couldn't get them anymore. Then I did pick up some graphic comics, and I picked up the Teen Titans series by Kami Garcia and Gabriel Piccolo. This series is not complete. She is still writing, or they're still writing, and I just picked up what I could because I really love the Teen Titans, and I remember watching that show growing up. And I realize now I don't really have that much background knowledge on them anymore, so I thought it would be an interesting read. I also really love graphic comics and manga like that. It's such an easy read. It's kind of like a palate cleanser for me, so I had to pick them up. So there is Raven, Beast Boy, and Robin. There's actually one that comes before this that I believe is called Beast Boy Loves Raven. But I am currently spraying the edges on that one, so it is up. I cannot grab it. There's paint drying on it. I have went ahead and sprayed the edges on the Beast Boy one, so it's green. But I do still need to do these two. And I'm going to do everyone's color. So Beast Boy's green, Raven is purple, and then Robin will be red. And I think the next one to come out, I think it comes out in 2024, but it will be Starfires. I feel like I've already talked so much and went over so many books, but there's still a large pile here. So next up, I'll do the ones that are kind of more like Halloween-y, October-ish, magic-y. So I got Put a Spell on You and Bewitched by You by Kendra Mays. I love these covers, and I love what you read, so I had to pick them up. This is the first one, and then Bewitched by You is the second one. This is Anna and Dominic's book, and I believe Anna basically is a tarot card reader, and she gives Dominic like a reading that he doesn't like or something, and he basically ends up trying to get in contact with her for answers, I believe. And I think this one, I believe, is like enemies to lovers or dislike to lovers. Don't quote me on either one of these, but I knew I needed to pick them up for the holiday, so I went ahead and snagged them. The next two are two books that I swear they're all over TikTok right now. Like TikTok and Instagram, these are all I've seen lately. So I have Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. And this one came with sprayed edges, which are beautiful. I also realized though that this is going to be a series. So I don't know if I want to start this yet, because if there's a cliffhanger, I don't like not knowing. I need to know. I need answers. So I might wait on this one, but I have heard really, really great things, and I love any type of villain story, so I am very excited for this one. And speaking of villain stories, the other one that I've seen go basically viral is, it's Butcher and Blackbird, which is basically, I think one is a serial killer and the other is a murderer. Is there a difference? I don't know. But I love it. No, it says they're both murderers. Okay. which I guess are serial killers. I don't, you know, okay. If that's dumb coming out of my mouth, I apologize. But it's basically two killers that fall in love with each other, and I have seen this everywhere. I'm very excited to read it. However, I did just realize this is going to be a trilogy. So I'm just really picking great books for myself because it says the Ruinous Love Trilogy. Somebody let me know if this ends on a cliffhanger, if you've read this, please. The next book I have is The Ritual by Chantal Tesser. And I bought this because it is one of my book club picks for this month to read. And let me tell you, she thick, okay? This is a lot. How many pages is this? It's just over 600 pages, which is a lot. And I'm going to try to tab it. I've heard good things about this, and I know it is like a series or whatever. So I'm excited. I do really like the cover. I know this is very much like dark romance. I believe it, yeah, a dark college romance. She is to serve and obey him. He will protect and own her. I am excited, so thoughts will definitely be coming in this month's wrap up. I am very much I'm going to put off reading a book club book until literally the last day I need to read it. Next up, I have a pre-order that came in. It's Wildfire by Hannah Grace. And this is Russ and Aurora's book. If you've read the first one, you should remember Russ from being in that. And then Aurora, I think, is not in that book. But this is her book. And I believe that it's like a summer camp romance. So I'm excited for that. I am very excited though that she has announced that basically the next book in the series, and it is going to be Henry's book, and I'm very excited. If I've said I'm excited 50 billion times in this, I apologize, but you're probably going to hear it a lot more. So then I have another pre-order that I did, which was Hopeless by Elsie Silver. And this is the final book in the Chestnut Springs series. This is Beau, and what is her name? Her name is, that's Beau. Bailey. So it's Beau and Bailey's book. I'm excited for this. I have been waiting for Beau's book. I need this. I say that, but I still haven't read Theo's book. And I kind of need to read that first. So, work in progress. And another pre-order that I did was Caught Up by Liz Tomford. This is the third book in the Windy City series. And this is Kai Ann Miller's book. I believe Kai is a pitcher. Yeah. Kai is a pitcher for Chicago's MLB team. And then Miller is his pastry chef. Other than that, I know nothing. I knew I wanted this because I want the cover. Another thing where the covers are going to be discontinued, even though they're very, very pretty. And next I have Collide by Bala Cabrera. It is a hockey romance. It is that time of the year I love, love, love hockey romances. So you'll probably see a lot of these coming up. And this is Aiden Crawford and Summer's book. Yeah. Aiden and Summer. Aiden is the captain of the hockey team and Summer can't stand him. So it is enemies / dislike to lovers. Very excited. Usually those are a hit for me. Let me take a breath, catch my breath for a moment before I go on another spiel. I guess not really a spiel, but like, I think that was half a snack down, so we're getting there. Next up, we have A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. And this is I believe the Owlcrate edition. Yes. This one is very beautiful. It has lots of cover art. It says, it began as all things did. A girl on the shore, terrified and disastrous. But the, what is this called? Like the naked cover? I don't actually, but it is so pretty. I don't know if you can see. I think there is a subplot of romance in this because there are two rival students who have to investigate something together. So that's interesting, and another one to add to the TBR. Then I have The Blonde Identity by Allie Carter, and I got this one from LitJoy. It's a LitJoy special edition, so it's like signed and everything. And I thought it was cool that, so this is the cover. And then it has sprayed edges. And then when you open it up, it shows like kind of like her, oh my gosh, her passport. You see that? Has a map. And then the front of it also looks like a passport. So it's definitely spy related. She's an identical twin. And her sister is the spy. And basically something happens and it says, but with every secret they uncover, the truth shifts. Until she no longer knows who to trust. The twin she can't remember, or the mysterious man she can't let herself forget. Spy related and sign me up. I don't know why it reminds me of like Spy Kids. And then another pre-order I did was The Long Game by Alanis Armas. And this is Adeline and, oh my gosh, Adeline and Cameron's book. I know that there's a goat in this, and I believe he's a soccer coach. No, she's the soccer coach, and he is a retired professional goalkeeper, and I believe he helps her with the team. I am excited for this. I've heard good things, and everything I've read by Alana has been fantastic, so. Next up, once again, you know, another pre-order. It's Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. I really love this, and this is basically like a gamer romance. They're both online gamers, and that is essentially how they meet. And then they basically, I think, decide to meet face to face. I just thought it looked really cute, and the premise of it sounded really nice to me, so I am excited to try it. I need to stop being such a cover buyer. It's really a problem. Next, I have Taking the Shot by A.D. Lynn. And this was gifted to me in one of my friend's exchanges. So, I believe it is fake dating. It says, is it fake or is it fate? This is the cover. I've never heard of this author before or this book, but it's a hockey romance, so I'm probably going to love it. I'm excited to give it a try. And it is fake dating. It says, when fake dating turns real, will they take the shot at love? I am excited to give it a try. I have Against the Clock by Brittany Keller. And this is a football romance. I believe this is also the first one in a series too. But I believe they're like companion novels. So this is Daniel and Kelsey's book. And I believe Daniel's a football player. And then Kelsey is she basically interviews him. That's at least what it looks like from the cover. That is what I'm going off of. So, another one I am excited to try. And then I have another pre-order that I did, which was Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. Love that she drew like a little gravestone above it. So cool. From what I understand, this book is, so it's Callum and Lark. And Callum basically has to marry before a certain age to get like a fortune. And he basically meets Lark. I don't want to say at a funeral because I feel like that's wrong. But I do think they meet in like a graveyard. I think it'll be interesting to read. I'm excited to see where this goes. It's definitely not a premise you hear a lot. So, next up I have another pre-order. It's A Curse of Blood and Stone by K.A. Tucker. This is the second book in a series, and I did get the Bookish Box edition. I actually don't have my first one out on any of my shelves. It's packed downstairs. But I have heard that this one and the first one that came from the Bookish Box are not the same size at all. And if that's true, I'm going to be very, very sad. But it does have beautiful sprayed edges. And take this off, and it's literally the same underneath. This does feel a lot lighter than the first one. The first one, the pages are like made out of like laminated paper. So it like weighs a lot. Guys, we are at the end. We did it. So, the next books I have are Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After. I got the UK covers because they're beautiful. So, here's The Ballad of Never After. I think one of them's signed. Yeah, one has like a little signature. And you take it off and it's got that underneath. I just love, I have the Owlcrate editions of these too. And I need to stop ordering things like this. So the third one is about to come out. I have it ordered from Owlcrate. So I will have a complete set that is Owlcrate, you know, from them. And then, but I also ordered or pre-ordered the UK cover. So I will also have a matching set that way. I'm going to wait and determine from that to figure out which one I like more. But as of right now, I just really like these covers. They're so pretty to me. But my Owlcrate ones are signed and have like fancy covers. They're just not as pretty. Like the cover on the other one's not as pretty. We'll see which one I end up keeping. But I did order these. And that is the end of my shopping problem, at least for now. Comment below if there are any that I need to put higher up on my TBR and read immediately. And if there's any that you might want vlogs on, like reading vlogs on, I can always do that. But if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because I do have a goal of hitting 100 subscribers by the end of this year. Is that possible? I'm not really sure. But I am going to give it a go and keep trying. I am enjoying doing videos. Editing has... I think I'm getting a little better at it, so wish me luck, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Bye!